Hello and welcome to another episode of the Witch King podcast. Today is a bit of a special episode, a preview of another unexpected event, one of Liddle's favourite events of the calendar year. How are we doing, Liddle?
Doing good.
As you'll all notice if you're watching on YouTube that there's no Mark and no Dave here just now, so just the good looking ones, doesn't it, Liddle?
No, that's it. Handsome chaps.
Yeah, we thought we'd just keep this a kind of shorter episode just to kind of go through the event that's going to be happening a week on Sunday. So probably by time of release it will be this coming Sunday, which will be the 18th. Is that right? Sunday the 18th.
That is correct.
Correct. Sunday the 18th of January, one of the first events of the year. Okay, can I hand it over to you, Liddle? What?
The first event of the year.
Is it?
For us anyway, yeah. I mean, obviously there's GBHL events that's happened.
And then obviously Minnie Woosty's got an event, I think is it the week after?
6 days after, yeah.
Okay, let's go a bit into some AUEE history and lore then. Is it fair to say, I mean, I've always felt like it is one of your kind of more kind of favourite events to run?
I mean, it's easy going, definitely. Like, there's not as much put in it as the rest. I mean, the price shows that. But, I mean, it kind of all goes back to, some of you might know, Mr. James Gilray. Well, he ran a One Last Adventure and enjoyed it that much and wanted to run another event. So it was him that was actually had the date in the calendar originally, but running up to it, he realised for whatever reason he couldn't actually go. So he pretty much asked me if I wanted to like take the reins, and I was like, that's fine, but I'll pretty much turn it into like a basic event. Like, you're talking money for table fees and then an extra £1, like nothing major. So I was able to run it off £5 from the very start, and can't honestly remember if there was any specialness to the first one. It might have just been like a basic event.
Was it not?
To get going.
Was that the Battle Companies event at the start?
No. Battle Companies was through the once beloved Stirling Wargamers, you know.
I thought there was a Battle Companies event that ran like maybe once or twice, but must not be that one.
No, I think it was just that.
So it's an event that it's obviously the first of the year. I'm assuming that's to do with people maybe having their new shiny Christmas presents, because it's a non-GBHL event, so there's no painting requirement.
No painting requirement, but I still have a wee certificate for painting and sporting, the usual. So there's still all the usual awards, because you need that for a bare minimum for a Top Scot event, of which this is. It pretty much became an event just to kind of like add extra money to the Top Scot fund, and I mean, thanks to it in 2025, without it I wouldn't have been able to hand out 8 trophies at the end of the year, so I was happy with that.
So it was, we kind of briefly spoke about this off air, but it was, it's a non-GBHL event, and there's been quite a few of my friends that have turned up sort of like as their first event. It's fairly relaxed with the painting requirements and things like that. Was it your intention for this to be sort of like an event to attract new players?
I mean, sort of, but it mostly just kind of became that over the years. I mean, it's easy to say to somebody, look, this is a £5 event. It's easy to just jump in, get your feet wet, try the game out, and if you like it, obviously look at the other events throughout the year. But I mean, 450 points, you don't need that much. As you were saying, there's no painting requirement, because if you get a nice new army at Christmas, you can just build it up within that month and then play it straight away. There's no rush to paint an army.
And it's in its 6th year now, is that right? Is this the 6th year of the event?
This will be the 6th year, yeah. Once again, it was another event that was hit by COVID, so there was a gap. Started back in 2020.
Because do you play in it still? Because it used to, are you able to?
Again, because I wasn't planning on running it originally, I was planning on playing in James Gilray's event. So I kind of just played in it for the first year. Came second after Ian McGregor winning it. Have a wee picture there. I've went back and done my homework.
Yeah, we'll get them up in the podcast for people watching on YouTube. Plenty of photos to go around.
So obviously the gap year with COVID, when it came back in 2022, it was a good versus evil. Oh no, 2022, that's not right. 2021, it was a good versus evil. So it was about 10 good players and 10 evil, I want to say. And as per, the good played the evil in every game. So it was quite nice how it set up. We had Hamish on the top tables, undefeated. Followed by, I know, a blast from the past for some people.
Yeah.
Connor Kerr on table 2, playing David Reed. Hamish was playing Douglas Moore, I remember that. And then I was on table 3, playing Mr. Christopher Murphy. And I believe Hamish had 24 VPs, Connor had 23, and I had 22. Now, Hamish lost to Douglas. Connor beat David, but only by a small margin, and I pretty much hooked Stoff, and then ended up jumping to take the win. But I feel like it was just pretty much me and Hamish reversed. So I think it was me, Connor, Hamish, and Douglas was 4th. And again, at that point, it was just it wasn't so much Top Scot was around then, so that I think I just gave out gift vouchers. Yeah, so it was just like, I want to say 15, 10, 5 to the podiums, and an extra £5 for the best good army leader, which was me, and the best evil, which was Douglas Moore, coming 4th. I
feel like we've actually probably glossed over the most, in my opinion, most interesting part about the event. I don't know how we've missed this really, but the army list composition is a one and done. That's right, isn't it? So it's basically only one person gets to use. I've got scouts. One person's
no.
Am I getting
each year? Again, I can't really recall the first year, so that probably was just a generic event as usual. But the second year, like every year, I just keep doing some like somewhat strange or wacky theme behind it. So the second time I ran it, it was good versus evil. The third year, it was a mystery doubles. So you showed up on the day and you were just given a doubles partner, which obviously that could give you some weird concoctions of army lists. I think the only strange thing we had was a Ent player with an Ent player, and their lists were identical. So it was like double Treebeard with double Merry and Pippin, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Year 4.
But that was, I made up, because again it was like there's army bonuses back then. I stripped all the army bonuses and I created my own. So there was like army bonuses that were dished out for each game. So if you got it's like one of them was just like magic resistance. There was like generic stuff, and if I handed it out to somebody, if they weren't up against magic, I would just give them a new one. But yeah, I remember, I think it was Fraser Gillespie and partner got magic resistance against Ross Wolstenholme and partner, and the magic resistance just screwed him over. Like they were constantly trying to transfix a cave troll, and he was just saying, nah. Yeah.
That was year 3, did you say?
That was year 3, but along with
what was year 4?
Army bonus, you also got a 1-use bonus. So I remember in my first game, it was fight with your backs to the sun. So it was kind of like Gandalf's -1 to dual rolls for a turn. But I've still got them here actually. But so they might make an appearance at some point in the future. Bring them back, you know.
Yeah.
Another mystery doubles maybe. We'll see.
I like the idea of that. Yeah.
Year 4. Year 4. was somewhat bringing back the mercenaries. So if you had a good army, you would spend 80 points on an evil unnamed hero and warband if there's points worth. So it could be a Mori Goblin captain with some Mori Goblins to give you extra troops, something like that. I was running a Lothlorien force, and just so I could use the model, I used my Wild War Chieftain. But forgot to mention that in the third year as well that I won it, so I've won it twice.
I'm sure you'd get that in there somewhere.
I had to, I can't just brush over that.
Right, come on, let's move on. Year 5 then, what was year 5?
Well, year 4, that was won by Caleb. Yeah.
Right.
Got pictures of him. I came third, so there we go.
2 wins in the... Oh no. You have won twice though, you said.
I won it year 2 and 3. I came second the first year, and I came third the fourth year. So I've done no bad with my own event.
Bit of collusion there, bit of cheating going on. That's what I like to see.
That's it. Say the man who's never there.
I can't. This time of year's far too busy. Year 5, what was the rules pack for that then?
Year 5, I was going to run like a everyone must bring a ring bearer, because I had a one ring necklace to hand out to first place. But that was the launch of the new edition, so I was like, I think I'm just going to have to scrub this and make it a bog standard event for people to try out the new edition. So it was just 450 points, take what you want, come and have fun, try out the edition. And because it was a new edition and again £5 event, that was a big help to make it the biggest year yet. So that was 32 players in 2025, which surprisingly turned out to be the second biggest Scottish tournament last year, which I don't think anyone would have seen coming.
It's weird because it is like a good time for a lot of people. I think there's a lot of hobby sort of over the Christmas period, with the finale obviously in December, and then get new stuff for Christmas maybe. It's definitely a well placed event in the calendar. It probably helps quite a lot really. Obviously it's a good event, but the timing certainly is really good.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's if you've got the time off, I mean, everybody's got £5 really. That's pretty much what it comes down to. You might not necessarily like the pack, but again, it's 450 points. You can try something out new. So if
you were to make it like a GBHL, let's like people obviously are, and I'm me as well, if you're making it a GBHL 80, that has quite a lot of financial impact on you running the event, is that correct?
I mean, GBHL 80s are £10 towards the GBHL, and that's my first 10 players really. So currently this year I'm at 220, I believe.
Right, okay, yeah.
Which then obviously gives me £10 to spend on the prints for the certificates. I've got the frames for them to buy, at which point it doesn't become a Top Scot investment really, something to help Top Scot along. I mean, even £10 is close to buying like the engraving for one of the trophies.
Yeah, fair play. I think for the listeners, they'll be probably tuning in mostly interested in the upcoming event then, which is obviously number 6. So I kind of alluded to it briefly there, that it's one person to one legion essentially, isn't it? So only gets to use it once.
Yeah, well,
one
my thought was my thought was pretty much the edition's been out for a year now. It would be nice to see a lot of different armies. So everything was just capped. Like, there's only one Minas Tirith, one Rohan, one like Mordor. I say one Rohan. Like, there's umpteen different Rohan, but each of them can only be taken once. I've got a nice split of about 10 good and 10 evil actually now. But yeah, that was my thoughts, and I set the Eagles aside for pretty much myself to stand in, because I mean, it's not nice for new players to have to come up against Eagles at 450 points and then find out, why can't I move? Oh, it's just a rule we have for a tournament. They just screech, and then you're just frozen while I charge and kill you. So I'll either nerf that or just use it immediately when I'm not in range of anyone.
Yeah.
And I'm not even going to bother with the whole barge and brutal power attacks really. I'll just fly in and kill the front guy, try and kill the spearman, and just go for kill.
There's I'm looking at the list just now. I might put it up on the screen for the people attending and what they've been assigned, and there's some cool legions going to be there. Obviously there's things like Wolves of Isengard, Sharky's Rogue is an interesting one. I did notice
not so much
as
assigned,
well,
like everyone has chosen what they want to use.
yeah,
I've not
sorry,
decided. Aye.
but they'll be actively, I mean, there's not any bloody Depths of Moria here or
No,
the
Depths of Moria
Suckers.
has been used.
oh,
but
there is a
it's not-
Suckers actually. There's a
There's
Suckers.
Depths of Moria as well.
Is there? Oh yes, there is.
Yeah,
Danny Walker.
Yep, aye. He was happy with the fact that, well, this year for the scenarios, now that there's 4 in each pool, I just decided to do all Maelstrom scenarios. So that's what he was saying, like he's happy just to obviously roll his dice and don't care what he rolls because he's just going to have one warband and it's all going to come
Yeah.
on together.
Yeah.
Which I understand, and I'm pretty sure there'll be other people that'll be thinking along those lines of one boss hero and just fill his warband.
Quite right, yeah. Oh well, cool. I mean, that's the obviously event that's coming up a week on Sunday. If anyone wants any more questions, yes, you can reach out to you. You could kind of go on for days, I'm sure, speaking about this. But the most interesting thing will be coming up a week on Sunday, or depending on time of release, it's likely to be this Sunday for you guys listening. AUE, probably by that point it'll be too late for anyone to go, but I'm assuming people can turn up on the days. It's nightly gaming, isn't it? So
Nightly gaming, yeah.
there might be spots people turn up, have a look, or even play as well. But I'd encourage anyone listening, if it's going to be their sort of first adventure into the game, this is a great starting point, and go along to meet people. There's a cool cafe downstairs as well, and nightly gaming in Bathgate, so if you want to go down there and chill out.
Staff's always friendly.
Yeah, staff's cool, and even if you want to play a game of Magic the Gathering or anything like that, you can. So cool place to go. Obviously good luck with the event and not. I kind of thought it'd be useful as well. We spoke a bit about what will be coming up in the calendar now. So this is obviously the start of the year, the first event. You had some announcements for Top Scot going forward. Do you want to cover them off a little bit?
Yes, I mean it'll not take much. There's no much of a change going forward for Top Scot. The biggest one being that some events this year may be upgradable. So by that I mean like any one-day event that reaches 36 players or higher will become a Top Scot 10, just like your GBHL 100s, so Green Hollow, Clydewater, Scourin. First, the winner of those events will receive 10 Top Scot points, 9, 8, so forth. And any 2-day events that reach 24 players, which I know there is a 2-day event at the start of February. Duncan's running through in Dundee, so if he reaches 24 players, that will become the first Top Scot 10 of the year, and that also will award 2 points rather than the 1 for most sporting and best painted. So it's just sort of to help highlight more premier events as such.
Would you get then, if you win it and you got best painted, do you get 12?
No, you'll get your 10 points for winning the event, and you'll get 2 points towards like best painted or most sporting.
But it's okay, so yeah, I remember now. So Top Scot's just for the games, isn't it? You couldn't win Top
Yeah.
Scot. Right, okay, yeah, okay. Is it a tiebreaker?
The tiebreaker for most sporting, best painted, and a new thing which is going to be the best board, which we'll cover in a second, is your placement in Top Scot. So like for 2025, Andrew Stone and Jamie Moore both had 2 points for most sporting, but Andrew Stone was ahead of Jamie Moore.
I just had a good idea that you could maybe do something for the TOs that put on events. You could have like a top TO almost, not to put anybody down, but it'd be nice to be recognised. Maybe this is what you're going to come on to, but like to be recognised for putting on like the best boards at events, or even like a singular board that's like themed to the game. Maybe a bit of an incentive for TOs.
I can't just award myself stuff every year, man. Come on.
Aye, right. I'm not saying anything.
I mean, well, given the fact that I run it, I would never really be able to win it and like hold my head high.
Well, from what I've heard, Dundee events are certainly the standard just now for terrain. Scouring's great. I don't know much about Nightly, really. I've never been the biggest fan of the terrain at Nightly, but that's not why we're here.
The terrain's been improving, and hopefully we'll see that on this Sunday coming, because we'll be heading through for the WTC practice day.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. Well, depending on time of release.
And
probably.
David and Chris are always happy to like lend out some of their terrain to me, and then I reciprocate that by giving them discounted tickets for the events, if they can even go.
Maybe it's worthwhile then, anyone in the comments of this video, if you think it would be a good idea for TOs, if it would be like a bit of friendly competition. I think it'd be quite interesting to give a bit of recognition to themed tables, because there's quite a lot of that. It might also
be an advantage to people that do run multiple events though, like myself. Like, I've got 3 GBHL events throughout the year and 1 non. Like,
I mean, the T's and C's of it could always be easily ironed out. I'm sure we could make it work if people wanted to make it work, but anyway.
You're also trying to cut into my Top Scot budget here, man.
I'll make it top Witch King. Yeah, maybe that'll be the first Witch King award we'll give out.
We'll just give the trophy to the podcast.
There's the only way I'll be getting anything this year anyway. Anything else then?
To the podcast for giving back to the community, you know.
I know, send any love, it's always appreciated. Well, that's us covered off AUE. Obviously, it's going to be a cool event coming up this Sunday. We've covered a bit of Top Scot going on, what's changing going forward. Yeah, obviously,
I forgot to mention, the top board that I mentioned. So, like, in 2025, I continued with the top theme. So that was every TO would tell me like their favourite army that came to their event for whatever reason they have. Like for Last Alliance, I gave it to Andrew Kerr because he was running Last Alliance with the 4 named heroes. So it was just too on the nose, and it was almost going to be the stand-in list as well. So, but it's given that every army is somewhat thematic in a way, it made it a lot more challenging. Like, a lot of things are just what they are. Like, if someone was to take the Eagles, I mean, it's just got here in Eagles, so they might get penalised for that in the eyes of the TO. So I've, rather than take away from Top Scot, I've replaced it with Top Board. So you'll see at events that people like to put the effort in and making like cool dioramas, bit of terrain. Alex Bordas, a favourite for that. So it'll be down to 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 decide their favourite board, and that'll be a point they would get for that event.
You mean, just for clarity, because that confused me a bit, you mean display boards, don't you? Display boards.
Yeah, display boards. Yeah, sorry. So
yeah.
like,
when you said board, yeah.
Yeah, Alex Bordas likes to come along with his painted army, puts on his nice display board.
You should see some of the stuff Matthew Orr's working on now.
Yeah. Again, cool, like, the stuff that they come out with are great, and it would be nice to award something to those guys that put a lot more effort in. I mean, you yourself, you've made a display board at some point, haven't you?
I haven't, but I really want to make like a Thranduil's Hall one, just because I use them so often. But
I think you probably talked about it, and that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I think it'd be a good idea, but okay, that's definitely cool. I mean, it gets a bit of recognition for the hard work you put in, because especially with Best Painted, it's a bit of, you don't just always want to vote for the best board, because sometimes the painting's better, so at least it gives you another category.
I'm personally not a fan of the people that end up defaulting to, oh, they've got a board, so that helps they're best painted. I don't want to make that sound like a negative thing, but
No, I agree.
feel
I agree. Yeah.
like best painted should be separate from their army's nice, but their board's cool. Like, that really helps. I don't think personally the board should come into best painted. They're two different things in my eyes.
I agree, because if everyone had a board, that would be fine, because it'd be. But like, I think it's like sometimes people just default to vote for the board and can't be bothered looking at the armies. It's a bit of a laziness, really. So
Yeah.
it's sometimes good to.
I'd even say that some people with a board have noticed that board is nicer than maybe their paint job.
Can happen, yeah. Definitely, it's a different skill, but yeah, of course.
Yeah, definitely.
That's cool.
We also might see more display boards this year because of it.
It's definitely taken there's a lot more, but I think that's because people realise to have a painting award, you have to have a board, and then sort of which came first, I guess. Anyway, I'm going to wrap us up there, Liddle, because I want to keep this short and snappy for listeners to jump into and just get a bit of hype going up from AUE. Obviously, there might be another full episode out soon. I'm not entirely sure what's next on the calendar. We've got Minnie's event coming up. What about yourself? What event are you attending next?
I'm at the charity event.
Okay, cool. So
got my army up. Looks like one of my 3 armies is winning, so I think the army's been pre-chosen by the viewers.
Army of Fror, is it?
One of the best out there, like best off army going.
I need to, with my lack of attendance, I need to try hard in every event, so it's looking like maybe a Minas Morgul or something like that. Anyway, I'm going to wrap us up there. Thanks for joining us. Like I say, this will be going out as soon as we can, and I'd like to see everyone at the AUE on Sunday, the 18th of January. Thanks for sticking with us. We'll talk to you soon.
The only thing to add on there is, again, if you're not on the Scottish Mythlist players page, get on that. You more than likely are at this point, but make sure to check out the featured section, because that's got all the Scottish events so far up for people to look at.
Nice one. I'll leave that in the links below. Okay, guys, I'll speak to you soon then.
Right.
Good guy. Bye-bye.
See ya.